what's going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome RAW review for the viewers at home today on an all-new sleep, growth, and recovery supplement from our good friends at MusclePharm, Arnold Schwarzenegger series. It is, of course, Arnold Iron Dream in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do. That nutritional information panel ain't going to get it done. We about to go balls deep in this here Arnold Iron Dream. Luckily, got ourselves one of these big ass nutritional information panels for the viewers at home. Starting from the top, serving size 5.6 grams. Got yourself 30 of them 5.6 gram bitches in one of these Arnold Iron Dream bitches. In terms of what the 5.6 grams is made up of, starting from the top, you got yourself carbohydrates 1 gram. That's obviously going to be your fillers. The fillers are coming from, of course, as you would expect, a little bit of maltodextrin, a little bit of calcium silicate in this bitch, man. Nothing to be too worried about. Moving right along, you then got vitamin D, 250 units of vitamin D. That's just going to help with a little bit of testosterone production. You've then got vitamin B6, and if we skip along, magnesium and zinc also. That's your ZMA matrix. So there is ZMA in this here Iron Dream. In terms of the amount, the zinc 15 milligrams of magnesium, 125 milligrams of vitamin B6, 10.5 milligrams. So it's pretty well dosed in ZMA. 34 milligrams of calcium, which is just the filler calcium silicate in this bitch. Got yourself a little bit of copper and a little bit of boron, those minerals in there, man. Not stupidly dosed, but they are in there nonetheless. Moving right along, then we get into the good stuff. So you got yourself, zoom and focus action, please. It's where shit gets serious. Got yourself a sleep matrix. The sleep matrix consists of L-glycine. I could only assume that L-glycine is in there as a filler. That's really the only reason it would be in there. Then we get down to business. We got ourselves phenibut. For those of you that are unaware, phenibut, aka beta-phenyl gamma aminobutyric acid, is a metabolite of GABA. That's the gamma aminobutyric acid in this bitch. Having the phenyl, the actual phenyl chain attached to it, means it crosses the blood-brain barrier, helps with mental focus. Not that you give a shit about that before bed, and that's not really what it's used for, but the fact that it does cross the blood-brain barrier is a benefit, because once it's done that, it acts as a sedative, and it also stimulates the receptors to dopamine, man, which is going to help you get a good night's sleep. Moving right along, you got L-tryptophan in this bitch. L-tryptophan is a precursor to serotonin, which in turn is converted into melatonin. Melatonin is, of course, a human sleep hormone, man. It's the shit responsible for putting you to sleep. Then you got yourself some horny goat weed in this bitch. Of course, an aphrodisiac, has been shown to help with testosterone production, but mainly make you horny, baby. Moving right along, then we get into our recovery matrix. Got yourself L-glutamine combined with the BCAA nitrates, the 3:1:2 ratio of BCAAs combined with the nitrates, they help for better absorption. And then, of course, you got yourself some fenugreek extract, standardized to 50%. Fenugreek, of course, once again, been shown to be a very effective test booster. Got yourself some artificial colors, artificial flavors, some fillers, and that's what's in it. So it's quite, on paper, and this is being 100 with the viewers at home. On paper, it looks to be a little bit of a confused supplement, if you know what I'm saying, because it's marketed as a dream, as Iron Dream, as a sleep formula. It's obviously got the tryptophan and the phenibut, which are the main things in there. They're going to help you sleep. But then they've gone and thrown the horny goat weed in there, which doesn't really make sense from a sleep point of view, does make sense from an aphrodisiac and testosterone boosting point of view, but not from a sleep. They got the fenugreek in there, once again makes sense from a hormone production point of view, but makes no sense from a sleep point of view. And then they got the glutamine and the BCAAs in there for recovery. The one thing with the glutamine and the BCAAs, I can do this straight off the tub, is you guys will check that out. Zoom and focus action, please. You can see that the total actives in that blend is 2,845 milligrams, or just under 3 grams. You guys know for glutamine to be effective, it's got to be at least 5 grams. possibly like 10 to 15 grams. For BCAAs to be effective, you've got to get at least 5 to 6 grams. And you can't fit 5 to 6 grams of BCAAs and 10 grams of glutamine in less than 3 grams of an active blend. Now, that's one thing with this particular supplement that makes it difficult to review based on paper is, of course, it is a proprietary blend. So we don't know the exact amounts of everything that's in there. We can only see what's underdosed because you can't fit certain amounts of glutamine and BCAAs in less than a 3 gram scoop. In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, comes in one flavor, comes in Zoom and focus, bitch! Ah, it's fruit punch. Comes in fruit punch. That's the only flavor it comes in. Got ourselves the infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test about to go down. Got my own personal tub of Iron Dream, man. Gonna open that bitch up. Grab myself a scoop. Grab myself a 5.6 gram scoop in this fruit punch, man. Gonna throw this bitch in this bitch. And let it rain, let it rain. Get me a few flicks of the wrist, man. Show you guys how it mixes and refresh my memory on how it tastes. So you can check it. That's pretty damn well mixed. No floaters, no sinkers, nothing in the middle. I would go so far as to say blender bowl is not required. For this here Arnold Iron Dream, let me refresh my memory on how this fruit punch tastes, man. I'm not going to drink the whole thing, and I'll tell you why when I start to talk about the effects. It's an American fruit punch, let's not get it twisted, man. Australians know what I'm talking about. It's a cherry-based fruit punch. It's not the kind of fruit punch that Australian viewers at home in particular are going to enjoy, but it's not, it's not bad. Let's say it's no Resurrect PM in this bitch. It doesn't taste like shit. It actually doesn't taste too bad, but it is an American style fruit punch. In terms of the effects, because that's what you take the Iron Dream for, man. You try and get yourself some good night's sleep, try and get yourself some rest, trying to make them bedtime games. That's what it's about. The first thing that I have to say, I have to disclaim this because I know we do have a lot of viewers around the world, is this version that we're reviewing here is significantly different to the version sold internationally and the version sold in the US. In Australia, we can't put GABA in itself in sleep formulas. We can't put melatonin in its free form. We can't use things like 5-HTP. Those 3 ingredients in particular are in this sleep matrix in the international version and the version sold in the US. We don't have them in this version, and therefore it's not going to be, in terms of the effects, the same sort of effects that you would get from an international version. I'm talking specifically for this version available in the Australian market, the effects. The best way I can put it, I'll tell you the effects and I'll tell you how I think the effects come about. The best way I can put it is this shit knocks you the out. Legit, man. Like the thing with the Iron Dream, and we find with a lot of different sleep formulas, if they have different effectiveness in different stages of sleep. So some of them will actually put you to sleep but won't keep you asleep. Other ones, once you get to sleep, will keep you asleep. Other ones are really good for natural growth hormone production. Other ones are just too strong and they make you drowsy in the morning. The best way that I can kind of put this Iron Dream on a scale of different sleep formulas is it doesn't put you to sleep, but once you're asleep, you better be getting yourself 8 hours sleep, man, because this shit knocks you to out. And the only reason that I can think, because I did say it is a confusing supplement on paper, is it must be very highly dosed in phenibut, and it must be very highly dosed in tryptophan, and very not so highly dosed in everything else in it. So from an actual keeping you asleep point of view, it doesn't put you asleep, but keeping you asleep point of view, is probably one of the strongest that I have personally used on the market. It's one of the strongest that we have seen. So if it is something that you're looking to actually, once you get to sleep, keep you sleeping, keep you in a REM state of sleep, just help you get a really good night's rest, It definitely gets that job done. From a growth hormone point of view, there's not a lot in there that's going to assist with growth hormone production. Tryptophan, you do get a little bit. Phenibut, you do get a little bit, but that's mainly about just keeping you relaxed, keeping you sedated, and keeping you in that deep sleep, which is indirectly going to get you growth hormone benefits, but nothing directly. But from a sleep aid point of view, if you're the type of person that you don't have an issue getting to sleep, but you have an issue staying to sleep, you get up throughout the night, you're a light sleeper, you're up and about throughout the night, you're going to the bathroom, you're doing this, you're doing that, your mind plays tricks on you, you just can't stay asleep, I would say get yourself some of this Arnold Iron Dream and give it a shot, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MassiveJoes RAW review and everything else in our YouTube channel, guys. That is MassiveJoes RAW review on the all-new Arnold Iron Dream Australian version in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay